Eduardo Cadenas Caseta from TTT3 time trial triathlon.
I did it. My first Ironman 70.3 race. This is the finisher medal that took me over 6 hours 20 to receive after a 1.9 kilometer swim, 90k bike, and half marathon, or 21.2 kilometer run. So, some blood, sweat, and tears went into this, not just on the day, but also 18 weeks of training prior to that. I decided to document the whole thing to show the ups and downs and trying to figure out how to do this with balancing work and everyday life. Overall, a highly rewarding experience, and thanks to everyone that was involved with my journey to get this medal. Let's rewind back 18 weeks to see where I was at. Hey guys, Sam here. Just wanting to create a video on the 70.3 mile half Ironman. Decided to do it. 18 weeks I've got a program for. Today is day one. I'm not going to start today because I went skiing yesterday and my legs are absolutely cooked. But decided to do this because I wanted to give myself a bit of a goal and try something completely different outside of the gym. And basically just wanted to challenge myself from an endurance point of view. I've never trained like that before. I've never had any aspirations to run over 10, 15 Ks. I've always had bad calves for anything more than that, sometimes less than that. But yeah, here's my experience trying to figure out how to bloody swim again, how to get on a bike for more than a couple of hours, and then continue doing things like running after that when your body is cooked, right? So I hope you enjoy, and yeah, feel free to ask any questions in the comments below. Right, here is official weigh-in number one. I've got it set to pounds at the moment for the North American folk around here. 214.8, which if we change that to kgs, flick a button there, 97.4. It's a big boy. It was actually 100 kgs when I went back to New Zealand. That was the first time ever in my life, so maybe that was a bit of a reason to sort my shit out. Anyway, 97.4 lads, what do you think? Yep. So to do this well, I knew I had to find a triathlon specific program. And the one I got was online and it involved some fitness tests. A couple were in the pool, one was on the bike, and one was around a running track. Let's see how I went. Just the UBC pool, just finished the fitness test, day one, swimming, nearly drowned. Basically how it worked was a quick warm up, and then you needed to do 400 meters for time, 10 minutes 07, then rest 5 minutes, and then do another 200 meters for time. And I got like 4 minutes 27 or something. Anyway, I was cooked, could have drowned, and yeah, I'm gonna go die now. Right, FTP test. Got young Sammy here, who's on the camera. Set me up, trying to figure out how good I am with the bike basically. It's gonna be tough. Apparently this is really kind of spewy type of test for the bike, so
yeah, absolutely.
First time I've done it, so curious to know how I get on. Yeah, we'll see how we go.
He's got about 6 more minutes of warm up, and then the 20 minutes starts where he's trying to hold the most power possible for 20 full minutes. All right, any last words? We got 10 seconds before it kicks off.
For the last time I'll be able to speak if anything. 10 seconds. Right, let's do it, eh? Bit of fizz.
10 minutes in, we're halfway through. How we feeling?
Challenging.
Tremendous.
Working hard. Working hard.
Last 5 minutes, Nazi. Let's go, buddy.
Let's go, buddy. Last 10. Finish. Everything you got. Everything in there. Good. 3, 2, and 1. You're down, relax. Keep those legs. After looking up online the 195 score, I soon realized the score was pretty subpar. I knew I had some work to be done on the bike, knowing that other athletes my age were getting 250 beyond, if not 350 plus if you're a professional cyclist. So some work to be done.
First of many.
Here we are, just completed it, got through just over 6Ks. Wasn't the greatest. The calves started to inhibit my ability to really stride out. They seized up after about 20 minutes. That wasn't ideal, but I got through it. Hopefully they can continue to hold up during the duration of the journey here. Back in the pool tomorrow for a 2.4K swim.
What are you doing, mate? Come here. Come see Dad, mate. Come see bloody Dad. Hey, mate. Yeah, buddy, how are you?
Well, this is my next 3 hours. So just halfway through my run on my last day of the first week. I can hardly speak, it's so freaking cold. It might be about 1 degree, but it's bloody beautiful out here in Vancouver.
Oh, that looks good, buddy.
So one thing I wanted to show you guys is the program I'm using for this. It is an online program which I bought from a guy called Phil Mosley, or my pro coach. It's a series of workouts each week, and they accumulate on the right hand side here with the total summaries and durations, distances, etc. Now today I've got a speed workout to do for 59 minutes, but if we scroll back up to last week, we can kind of see what I got up to. The green showing I was 100% compliant, the yellow 50 to 80% compliant, and the red obviously not compliant at all, although that was an optional workout. In the past, I've probably trained a little bit too intense when doing cardiovascular training. I do like to push it, so this has really taught me how to stay in a lower intensity and work accordingly. I'm in the bath. Daddy's never in the bath, eh? Is it weird? Actually joined Leading Edge Tri Club here in Vancouver for a swim session. Decided to join up with those guys to get some coaching because I'm pretty shit in the pool. Got some great tips. Long and strong. Long and strong. Shit. So for my recovery, apart from having a bath with my dog, I decided to have a massage every week leading up to race day. Here's Ian. Give my calves a bit of love. It's fair to say this is one of the most painful things I've experienced in a long time. Breathe. Breathe. Fuck. Right, day in the life of. Got a big bike ride today. My mate Haim coming down from Squamish. We're gonna go for a 3-hour bike and do a run, a little brick session. But no rain here in Vancouver today. Doesn't happen very often. Had a few beers last night. 3 beers, a little bit dusty today. That's all it takes. Hung out with the soccer boys after a good win. Fair to say I'm regretting that a little bit right now with a big day of activity ahead, but we'll get through it. So as a personal trainer, I know the importance of doing strength work, and as challenging as it was to get it in between long cardiovascular sessions, I tried to do as much as I could. Here's me doing some Nordic curls and some calf raises to help prevent injury going forward. Another huge discipline to these events is your nutrition. Now some days I'm burning up to 3,000 calories, so getting the fuel you need is super important to ensure you don't bonk. Do you smell my mean omelette? Is that why you always hang around the kitchen? Only when you want food. Oh, that's, yeah, that direction, eh? Yeah. So when you are training for long distance events, it's important that you get the sugars and carbohydrates in your body. This ensures that you don't bonk and you've got the energy you need to finish the training session. Therefore, I treated myself to cookies, Mars bars, sugar gels, sachets, and anything I can get my hands on. 10 to 15 minutes. Back away, you beauties. Jesus Christ. Best shovel ever. So with these long training weeks and training sessions, I wanted to prioritize my friend time, knowing that most people when they start this experience, it's the first thing that goes. So here we are on a trip to Mount Baker, Washington for a friend's birthday, just to ensure I could still find that work-training balance that I wanted prior to starting. Just whipping up some porridge for the morning before I go see the swim coach for a swimming lesson. I had him up just because I feel the least confident in the pool versus the other 2 events and the race. So yeah, I need to get some advice because sometimes I go for a swim session by myself and I leave feeling pretty disheartened, which isn't great. So yeah, catching up with him on a great swim day.
Well, there's just days when you can't be. Gonna go for an hour run today. I can't be arsed. Oh, it's been a big week. 3K swim the other day, and it was like, oh shit, I'm done with all this training. But, gotta get it done.
It's a big day ahead. Got 3 hours of biking to do. Thought I'd watch the Players Championship. 2 birds, 1 stone. Got some goodies. But I thought I'd weigh myself just to see what I'm at to start with. 92.3 kg. Gee, it's only been 7 weeks and I've lost 5 kg. So just for the sake of that, after I bike, we'll check my weight, see how much water content I've lost, and I'll try and get through all these as well. Till then. So we just got back from a brick session, 3 hours 15 on the bike, 30-minute run, 91.3, and I drank a litre and a half, probably 2.5 litres total plus snacks. So I lost a bunch there, didn't I, Hank?
Just wanted to give a quick update because it's halfway through the program. 9 weeks with 9 weeks to go till race day. I've got a taper week now, about to do my fitness test, week 2, so curious to know how I go with those. Woo! Holy shit. The program has been awesome so far. Definitely felt my fitness improve. Definitely feeling faster on the bike and my running speed. Swimming, not so much, as it's just tough because I haven't done much of it in my life. So that's a very technical thing, although I know I have improved. So any improvement I'm taking. It's been challenging at times. A lot of the sessions are quite long, especially the long bike rides, the longer runs, and they're predominantly in the weekend. So it generally takes up the whole weekend and doesn't give me many other options to do my social things as such. Yeah, I think going forward, this next kind of phase is more of a peak phase, they call it in the program. So a lot more faster, a lot more race time specific rather than just building heaps of volume. Also, the sun is out. Temperature's warming up, which is awesome because it's been pretty grim, especially when I first got back from New Zealand. So yeah, the weather outside's definitely improving the morale, but 9 weeks of hard training still to go. Just did 30-minute run test. 6.6 Ks. That's a good 9, if not 10 out of 10 cooked. Woo! Improved by half a K though. That's pretty sweet. Oh, God. Just leaving the pool now. Finished my 400 meter and 200 meter swim race. 400 meter, just under 9 minutes, 8:58. And then my 200 meter was 3:57. I'll take any win I can with any improvement, but it's fair to say I'm still not confident in the pool, and it just sucks. Shit, it's freaking grim. You just feel like you're going nowhere, and for the amount of energy you're putting in, just seems like, what the hell am I doing here? This ain't my game. Give me some golf balls. That's not my game either, but still, it's way more enjoyable. But here to challenge myself, and that is freaking challenging being in that water. So yeah, I'm gonna have to learn to regulate my breath, get a wetsuit, get some flotation, because shit, it's tough. So at the halfway mark, all 3 tests were improved, including this bike test, which went up probably the most. I was super happy with how my progress was tracking, and everything was looking good leading up to the last half of the training program. So rest day today. Well, I was supposed to go for an hour and a half bike ride, although I decided that my legs are going to have just as much work skiing. So here we are, up in West Blackcomb, right up top of Glacier. Here's to look like you know what you're up to.
Oh, that's strength, mate.
Bit of a spanner thrown in this week, team. Strained a hamstring on Monday going for my run after her bike. It was only a 15-minute run at zone 2, pretty chill. And 1 stride too many. A little strain. I had to see a physio this week, so I'm not running for all this week. So, but of a grim scenario. So now I can hopefully strengthen it up and get back running sooner than later. But yeah, bit of a standstill on the running front, which was grim because I was feeling fit, fast, you know, all the above.
So now with the grade 2 hamstring strain, I knew that the chances of running the speed I wanted to during the race were now out the window. So just to ensure I got through the race, I needed to make sure I did all the rehab that was provided me by the physio just to be able to be injury free as I crossed the finish line.
So another week has gone by. It's 8 weeks to go. I think it's even 7 weeks to go before my race. Yeah, a little strain on my hamstring wasn't great on Monday. So today's supposed to be a 2 hour 45 minutes bike ride and then an hour 15 run. Probably not going to run because I don't really want to risk it as of yet, especially after being fatigued from the bike. So we're going to sit up on the bike, watch the Masters on the Saturday, and yeah, try and get through this because it's raining outside as well. So there's no need to go outside. Any excuse not to run, I'm happy.
Well, the bike is packed. Got some other shit to get in the car, but trip to Seattle for 3 nights. Got some concerts to go to. But can't stop the training, can I? So bike's coming with, gear's coming with. See how we get on.
In Seattle, Washington. Just about to go for a mission for nearly 3 hours on the bike. I've come down here to go check out some concerts with one of my favorite bands, All Them Witches. 2 nights in, can't let that stop the training though, so I bought the bike and we're going to go on a big mission to who the hell knows where. But look at this outfit, holy shit. Anyway, I don't give a shit. Let's go check it out. So I'm at the pool and just wanted to let you know that I fucking hate swimming. I am so shit at it. The thought of doing 2Ks without having to stop is just so fucking demoralizing because I can't swim 50 meters in the pool. It is so frustrating and it's definitely off-putting. I've been putting off swimming because I know how shit I am at it and I'm very beginner, you know, very beginner. And I don't even know how I'm going to get through this. 5 weeks to go and I can't even swim 100 meters without stopping. Anyway. Well, after that little spiel, I tried to go back in the pool and I got through 200 meters until I realized how shit I still was. So in anger, I got out and basically I got changed and here I am walking to my car where I'm going to scream at the top of my fucking lungs to how annoyed I am right now because I hate swimming. Anyway, that's where I'm at. Till then.
So as you can tell, swimming was super frustrating and just generally challenging for me. Therefore, the next day I decompressed with a long bike ride with my mate Sam.
It's definitely a little nicer on a better day, but that's alright.
Well, a bit of a wet one here at Whitecliff, British Columbia. How do you speak Canadian?
Oh yeah, hey bud.
Oh yeah, bud. Yeah, bud.
Oh yeah, hey bud.
30 Ks in, got the rain jacket on. Thoughts, Sammy?
A little wet, but that's alright. We're having a good time.
That's the spirit, mate.
Yeah.
So we finished our bike ride and that led off to the next training week where I had my best training session in the pool ever.
Woo! Wow. A round of applause for me because I just did 1,800 meters non-stop in the pool. First time I've done the distance of the Ironman and I'm 4 weeks out. So pretty stoked I did it in a pool with no flotation device. No pool boy, just me and my ability to swim 1,800 meters. One of those days I'm like, I can bloody do this thing. Screw all you haters. But I am set to go. 1 month out.
So here it is, the final month of programming. The first couple of weeks is still building, especially for this hamstring, and then the last couple of weeks is more of a taper off. That run, hour and a half here, is my last day of intense work.
Then it's basically chilling. Maple Ridge Elementary School, 50 k's just over from Vancouver. Smashed my burrito. It's been slapping around on the bike the whole time. Crushing it. Smashing some gels every half an hour. Trying to get in close to 100 grams of carbs per hour. Probably a little bit under 60 to 70. But feeling good now, so it'll be interesting to see how we go on the way home. Cheers. I will also mention that was kind of like my test run to try and make sure my nutrition is on point for race day. And I tried to have 100 grams of carbs per hour, which is recommended. I was still probably depleted. I think at about 90 Ks, I was like, holy shit, I need some food here and some water. Yeah, so good learning curve. I think I just have to pack more in my bag, pack more on my bike to fuel, because that was pretty hard, especially as it got hotter throughout the morning.
Just with the cricket, good excuse to watch the boys and do my training. Shot!
So one thing I had never done was open water swimming, and the reason why it took so long to do was because that the water was so cold. So the only time I could really get in the open water was 3 to 4 weeks out. Therefore, I joined a swim club and got some tips from these guys on how to open water swim.
How far did you just swim?
100 meters.
How'd it feel?
All right. My technique's shit, but
You look good out there.
As my confidence grew in the open water, I soon realized it was challenging to swim in a straight line. 2 weeks out, my last bike and run before my taper week, my recovery kind of rest weeks. So we've got all the kit on, I'm going to be doing everything in, and just going to try it out, make sure there's no chafing, make sure I'm kind of learning from experience of wearing it all and eating the stuff that I'm going to consume while I'm in the race. So hopefully feel alright. Get it, son. Well, it's the last week of training. I'm off for the last open water swim. 1 week to go. I don't know really how I feel about it, apart from I can't bloody wait to get it done, to be honest. My parents are here tomorrow from New Zealand, so it's going to be good to have them here and explore around and kind of chill out for the last week. But yeah, the hamstring niggle wasn't great. Definitely a setback on the running side of things for the training. But yeah, about to go for a good old swim. So yeah, hanging out with the boys.
Oh shit.
Good boy, Mr. Hank. Good boy. So I've laid out all my gear that I need for the event. Wanted to show you guys exactly what you need in case you wanted to do it yourself, and what I have needed to invest in to ensure I can do this to my ability, really. So one thing I didn't quite realize when I signed up was how much it was going to cost me. I had a bike already, so I knew that majority of the expenses were already covered, although it was the bits and pieces that all added up. This included things such as the tri-suit, the wetsuit, the accessories on the bike, all the gels, everything I needed to just ensure I did it, not just on the race day, but all through training as well.
how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Just to Vic, there's a barcode there.
Lean 40, please.
Thank you. Cheers.
The ferry from Vancouver to Victoria is pretty fast, 1.5 hours with some beautiful scenes along the way. Well, we have arrived in Victoria at the accommodation. About to go for my last run. Chuck the old compression sleeves on for the calves, hamstring. Feel like an old man, but it is what it is. Looking forward to race day. 48 hours, I'll be done. So cheeky 15-20 minute jog now. Little bike ride tomorrow for half an hour. Make sure the bike's going all good. And then we'll do athlete check-in with the briefing around midday. Have a pretty chill, relaxing night with the mates. Local restaurant with the mates and the parents. And we'll be bloody good to go. So we're in Victoria, day before the race. Off for a cheeky 30-minute bike. Beautiful morning. So it's important that before race day, your equipment is all good to go. So the day before, I got out for a 30-minute bike and caught up with a couple of mates along the way. Beatles. So athlete check-in is day before race day, where you drop off your bike and pick up some goodies and your tracker for the next day. You show your ID, you officially sign up, get your goodies, and then head out to the merchandise room. 1026. My bad. In triathlon, you have a transition area, which is where you and your gear are located for between events. It's important that your gear is highly organized to ensure you have a fast and smooth transition between each event. What do you think, Dad? You reckon you'll do it?
Yeah, I reckon I could.
What would be your main event?
The e-bike run.
You to say thank you to them. I always say do it at least 10 times, but you can do it 20 times, all right? Save that thank you.
3:50 a.m. But I'm up. About to make my oats pre-race. And then we'll get there, leave 4:30, get there 5, in the water by 5:30, ready for a 6-ish swim. Yeah, boy. Considering it was so early in the morning, there were people everywhere. We got on one of the buses, headed to the main area, where I was feeling pretty nervous, but knew I had a few things to get done at the transition area before the race began.
So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the athletes of Ironman 70.3 Victoria.
So at 6 a.m, the transition area closed. Therefore, it was time to head over to the swim area. We were arranged in our positions for our predicted times, with the fastest swimmers starting at the front.
Yes, Sammy.
After 45 minutes in the start line and meeting some new people, it was time to go. Every 3 seconds, the swimmers at the front of the line went to ensure there wasn't a chaotic mass start. With the tracker around your ankle, as soon as you crossed the line, your official time started. My goal for the swim was to get under 40 minutes, and I got that, 38 minutes, 27 seconds.
Good job, hun. You crushed the swim. Now do it on the bike.
Leading up to the event, I was most confident in the bike. I knew I had to just get through 90 Ks and have enough fuel in the system to be able to get through the run after that. As I got through the 90-kilometer bike ride of 3 hours 11, I was super thankful that my friends and family were out there holding up signs and supporting me throughout. The bike ride felt pretty good. I got through unscathed and ensured I had enough fuel going into the run. As soon as I got off the bike, I realized that my legs were super fatigued, and with the amount of training I had after my hamstring injury, it was just challenging to run. Anyway, I got through the half marathon in a really slow pace of 2 hours 20, although I was just happy to be done.
Eduardo Cadenas Cazeta from TTT3 on trial.
So, there it is. 18 weeks of hard work to get that medal, and I'm super thankful for doing it, and I wouldn't change a thing.
Even the ups and downs, especially me in the water, learning to swim again, which was super frustrating, I overcame everything that I thought I wouldn't be able to. So you're gonna feel the same if you sign up for an event just like this, but it's so rewarding and I totally recommend you do, no matter what level you're at. So thanks so much for watching my video. Please keep an eye out for future content of my journeys to come.